Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shak My Love, and on this platform we do talk about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and a little bit of everything around leveling up and growth and development. So if you're interested in the above mentioned, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing whenever I post a video. And before we proceed, kindly give this video a thumbs up because it's going to be an interesting one. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the cost of living in Uganda. The cost of living in Uganda right now, currently, it's a bit high, and if you're not so careful about your funds, about how you spend your expenditure, you're going to spend every penny that you have in your wallet. So I'm going to break down how much I'm going to break down for you how much I use or how much I spend in a month, my monthly budget in summary. So before I proceed, this is the video that is coming. It's not coming out of pride or showing off or something, but this someone out there, maybe someone who is not in the country, may want to know, or someone based in Uganda would like to know. Maybe they might be having questions about how they can live their lives, how much they can spend or they might spend when they come to the country. So a lot of people are out there and they have spent years without being there, so they determine how much they can use. To some people it might be a bit high, to some people it might be a bit moderate, I mean my monthly costs, and to some people it might be low. So in whichever category you fall in after watching this video, it's okay. Be comfortable with where you are. If you want to adjust, it's okay. If you want to cut, it's okay. And I'm not saying I'm so okay with what I spend, but of course this is the life I chose. This is the life I chose, and I'm not really complaining apart from a few things. So enough of rambling. I'm going to be starting with my highest prices. The biggest major problem in Uganda that a youth or someone in their 20s or 30s may be facing is rent. If you want to live a good life, if you want to live a moderate or a fair life, of course you have to get a place where there is security. You have to get a house where there's water, there's electricity and all that. And to get that, you may find yourself paying around 300 and above to get at least a fair house. So on my side, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. It has a hallway, it has a bathroom and a toilet inside, it has a kitchen inside, and it is fenced. We have only 2 units in the fence that I'm in, and my rent goes up to 600,000 a month. Now to someone out there, it may sound too high, and to someone else there it may sound too low. So but that is the monthly that is my monthly rent. That is 600, and that doesn't come with water. Of course I have water, but I pay it separately, and electricity I also pay it separately. So that's my monthly rent. Okay, so I live in this apartment. It's not so perfect. It's not so perfect to what I would call perfect to me, but it's a bit high because it is around Kla. Okay, it's not very far. You can access town easily. You can literally get access town like 10 minutes you can use that time to reach town. Okay, so it's not far from town, and the place that I'm living in, it's, I don't know, but it's expensive. Generally it is expensive, and to get an apartment of 2-bedroom self-contained, it's hard, and I was lucky that I got this. So my second expenditure, now this one, sometimes it can go high and sometimes it can go a bit low. So because in most cases I like shopping for food, I like stocking groceries and all that, because I hate going to the market and to the shops and supermarkets every now and then. So I prefer at least I prefer to make a monthly shopping, and that goes, in most cases it goes to 300. I make sure I don't exceed that, because I don't buy some things every month. Like sugar, I can buy like 5 kilograms. I can't take 5 kilograms a month. Like salt, like posho, like rice. So I make sure I stock a lot of things. So blah blah blah. So I make sure I stock a lot of things so that I don't spend unnecessary. Okay, and then I can account for a lot of things in a month. So another thing is my hair. Well, you might be wondering why I don't plait hair. You rarely see me here. Sometimes I'm in wigs, sometimes I'm just wearing my natural hair. The reason as why I don't do that is because hair is expensive. I don't do that often. It's because hair is expensive. Another thing, I have a sensitive scalp. So every time someone touches my hair, I get problems, be breakage, hair breakage, maybe wounds in the, like I get a lot of problems with hair. So to maintain this hair to look this good, I have to go to the salon at least twice a month, and that I accounted for 100 2 times a month, and that is okay for me. That is really fair. Okay. My third course is internet. Guys, I can't be without internet. I use internet a lot, almost 24/7. First of all, I'm a less sleeper and I work from home in most cases, so I need to access the internet as much as possible. Okay. And two, I'm a content creator, so in most cases I use 50,000. I use Leica and Airtel, but in most cases for my videos, because in the place where I am, I get access to internet, like internet, and it's stable enough for me to use it. So I always use around 50,000 for data. That is for data. And then I use 30,000, 15 for Airtel calls, and then 15 for MTN. That makes it 80,000 a month. Okay, for my internet and calls and all that. So another thing, hospital bills. Now for hospital bills, I don't spend this every month because I don't go to the hospital or to hospitals every month. But a month like this one, I actually spend 450,000 on hospital bills. So sometimes I can spend 2 months, 3 months without going to the hospital, but on a month, or in a month where I have to visit the hospital, it can be so serious and I can spend a lot. Okay, so hospital bills, I give it, on a normal month I give it around 100, and on a bad month I give it around 400 or 450 something. I rarely reach 500,000. Okay, so shopping. Well, for shopping, I'm a bad at girl. Like, I can promise myself not to shop or not to go to any shop in a month, but I find myself like I can't resist it sometimes. So I make sure at least every month I put 200,000 for shopping. I make sure I don't exceed that unless it is very important for me to exceed that 200. So that I spend on is debts. Well, you may crush me for this, but I look outgoing, but I rarely go out. I rarely go for clubs. I don't actually go for clubs. Like last year, I went for club for once in a year, and I think I'm not just a outgoer. I prefer going for trips, and it is kind of expensive, so I'm still accounting for that till when I can afford to go to places that I want to go to, and then we shall be seeing that, traveling and all that. So I prefer going to trips, or if it's not trips, I don't really go to clubs, so I don't spend a lot on out or outing. So I usually go for coffee, for maybe dinner dates, and it's always solo dates, so I don't spend much. So I always give it 300,000 a month just for going out. Maybe when I work so hard and I feel like I'm draining, at least I can go out and spend my 50,000, 60,000. I take good food, I just chill around and then come back home. That's my routine actually. So I always put aside 300,000 for my dinner dates, for my solo dates, for my lunch, brunch, and all that. So 300,000 a month. About skincare, guys, currently my skin is glowing, my skin is skinning. Well, for skin, I decided to not use a lot of products because I have a sensitive skin. Like, I have a sensitive skin. Yes, my skin is good, but sometimes it breaks out, especially when I'm working so hard, when I'm not resting enough, when I'm stressed, it tends to misbehave. But regardless of how it misbehaves, I don't use a lot of money on skincare products. So I prefer using natural products like aloe vera, like in natural products. So, and I use lotions. I actually use one lotion from Tuto. Okay, so I don't use a lot. I have to be with a lotion, I have to be with oil, I have to be with now currently there's a tube that I got. It clears black spots and then pimples. So I think it's helping a lot. Actually, I don't think it helps a lot, and I think I can never go back behind with that. So skincare products, I only use 100,000 a month, 100, because I may find myself using, like, when my products are getting out of stock at once, that's when I maybe increase the budget, but in most cases it is 100, sometimes even less, because if I stock this month, I can spend like 3 months without buying skincare products. Okay, yeah. So when it comes to electricity, currently, because I use a lot of machines, I cook, I don't use charcoal, I cook, I use a cooker, I use pressure cookers. Like, everything that I have to cook, I have to use electricity. So I feel that consumes a lot of electricity somehow. And then, like, I have a washing machine now, and it tends to take a lot, and then I'm sewing from home, so I use a lot of electricity. And currently I found myself using around 40,000 shillings a month. Before I used to use around 20, but right now it went up to 40,000 shillings. And to maintain that, I make sure at least I load electricity. I load electricity every month. I pay 40,000 for electricity. For water, currently I'm still at 25,000. So that is my bill right now. And in total, guys, hear me out. Sometimes it may not go this high, sometimes it may be higher than this. I tell you the total. Currently I've been like, I had forgotten transport. I use a lot of money. I think I use a lot. And currently I travel a lot because I have different things that I'm handling, and sometimes I have to be on a road, and I travel long distances. So currently I find myself using around 300,000. Actually, I don't use Uber because I think if I use Uber, it will go at around 600, because I'm trying to travel a lot. So in most cases, I use Judge, border borders, and then buses if I'm traveling very far. So if that comes to 300 plus something a month currently. But before that, I used to use around 200,000, but right now it's a lot of traveling and a lot of things that I'm handling. That's why it came to 300 plus, like something. Okay, so yeah, that's water bills. I told you that. Then grocery, yes. So that's what I spend almost in a month, and that is my monthly budget. So in total, it goes up to 2.35 thousand. 2.3, sometimes 2.4, and I make sure I don't at least exceed 2,400,000 a month. So that is my monthly cost a month, and that is my cost of living a month in Uganda currently. So share with me what's yours. What do you think I spend on most unnecessary? Because sometimes I can tend to spend unnecessary, especially when I'm stressed. I go for shopping, and yeah, that takes my stress away. But of course, I make the money, I work so hard, and what's life without spending? Anyway guys, thank you for watching. If you've watched up this far, thank you for staying here. If you're new here, please, you're welcome. Join the family, you're going to love it here, and we keep it cool, smart, classy, and organized here. So that has been all for today, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.